What is going on, everybody? It's the Frowns. We're back again with week 3 of the Elestrals SunStrike cards. They say the strongest Thunder cards yet have been revealed in this video. It's another podcast, so we're just going to skip through and try and find the cards. We'll let the opening salvo go. I do love this whole fire, like this right here. This is pretty cool. Okay. Don't care what MBT and them have to say. I just got going on. Jolton, champion of Hera. Ooh, look at him with the little shield, like the little Hera mask on him and everything. When you cast this Jolton, he's a 4/2 by the way. You can search your deck for one Spirit Champion of Hera and add it to your hand. If you return Thunder from your field to the Spirit deck this turn, you may find one, 2, or 3 champions of Hera instead. Oh wow, wow. So a 2 or 3 cost. So basically, oh wow! So if you don't return, if you just play it, you get 1 cost. So like you can get any 1 cost. If you play it, but you also return spirits from your hand or deck, which I'm pretty sure you have. I'm pretty sure you have to do before you play Jolton. You can get a 2 cost or a 3 cost. This is very interesting. This is definitely one of those advanced cards for sure. I like its design for sure. That's a very interesting for fire, like a fire thunder deck. This would be great for a fire thunder deck, obviously. Um, Also, just to be able to get those 1 cost in any thunder deck, this would be great to have in if you bring in any champions of Hera. This one, yeah, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see this one in tournaments. Maybe when we get to like not past world, not going to be in. This one would have been very interesting to see in Worlds, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens when we get past Worlds, finally come out, and we see people have like the advanced decks to them, like who do play in a more advanced state than very like intermediate or beginner. Yeah, this one's going to definitely be. When do you want to play this, and how do you want to have any 1 cost? If you're not looking to get a 3 cost on the field, obviously it doesn't really matter for that. A 2 cost, it'd be great. Maybe you have that maybe you have that 3 cost in your hand, but you need a 2 cost to get it on there, and you want to go from there. Interesting. And the fact that it gives you options besides, oh, I can only do 1 cost, I can do a 2, definitely changes. This Jolton definitely looks like it's going to be a player in the next set. Earthsmog, I did see the Earthsmog on there. I had to send my sister the picture of it just because the Terra with the Earthsmog looks so cute. When you cast this Earthsmog from your hand, you can Nexus 1 fire. When you do, you can special cast a 1 Spirit Celestial that is a champion of Hestia or a bear from your deck. So basically, it does say champion of Hestia with there's multiple champions of Hestia, but this also gives you a chance to get the base set bears on the field as well if you want to use a base set bear over. Like if you want to use a base set Smog, Scout, Ursicle, any of those. It doesn't just say champion of Hestia for all of them, but you get base set has the base set fire and ice bears that you can frost bears that you can use as well. Champion of Hestia Ash Rabbit. You can the fire celestials get +2 attack when you cast a fire celestial. When fire celestial, you can enchant 1 from your underworld for field. Interesting. So you put this down, it gets +2 attack. Any other fire celestial you have on the field gets 2 attack. When you cast a fire celestial, you can enchant. So if I and obviously I don't think it counts this one. But if I play the next turn, I play another fire celestial. On the field, I can enchant a fire from my underworld. Interesting. Obviously, you could put it on Hestia, give yourself another power, like be able to use Hestia's power again. You could put it on another, like on Ash Rabbit. Put it on anything. That's a very yeah, very good card right here. I can see this being played in a Hestia deck for sure. Probably a good Hestia support for sure. For sure, definitely something you want to look into. Yeah, look at the KO we saw already. Alright, and as we get on here, we have Chilalato, champion of Kione. You can foretell 4, and you may add add a Frost Ruin foretold this way into your hand. If you do, expend. Ooh. I don't know if I like the fact that I had this Bend the spirit. Now, if this was if you foretell and bring a frost ruin this way to your hand, your opponent expends a spirit. I would be like, okay, this is great. Not too busted. It's only spirit, and the chances of you hitting a frost ruin by foretell. I don't know. I don't know if this one's going to be played that often because it's definitely a lot more miss than hit. How many frost ruins are you going to be using? Seriously, how many frost ruins is someone going to be using? Obviously, there's the biggest one. Obviously, is Cryoblast. If anyone's still using it, um, yeah. Oh, is it Frost Ruin? It's not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see anyone using this very often. That's not. That's a ruin. Of course, would be. I don't know. Hestia's Hearth, I think, is what it is. I don't know. This not Hestia's Hearth, but the last one. Yeah, I don't see this one being used that often. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem worth the risk to expend in case you can get a Frost Ruin. I just don't see it. This one just seems like it would be a defensive Elestral, and that's it. Definitely a miss on the effect. We got here probably a new ruin. Oh, hold on, back it up, back it up. Can I find the? Oh yeah, or Borealis is probably like something like that. But I don't know, man. Just it seems more hit than miss. Yeah, here. Dynectar, we already know that. That's from a different. That's from live stream. High voltage. Oh, this is cool. This I love this card art. Is that supposed to be it's a chicken turn shocked to death. Target an Electro that is not thunder enchanted and daze it until your next turn. When this face down high voltage is set from field to the underworld. I'm sorry, sent from your field to the underworld. You can return it to the field face down and give it a thunder and give your thunder Electros +2 until the next turn. Okay. Um, obviously, this has a little risk to it too, just because if you bring it back to your field face down, your opponent's going to know where that's at. So if they want to destroy a card, they can send it to the underworld. Obviously, it's a trap card. It's a yeah. I don't know. This one definitely has its hits. It can be missed. It's great the first time because you can daze an Elestral until the next turn and then face down. But if it gets sent when it's face down and sent to the field, you can just get it back. Like if it's face down, you can get it back. You can get it back. You can get it back. It's going to be there, and it's going to waste your opponent's. It's basically going to waste your opponent's artifacts to get this off the field. If it's face down, if it's face up, obviously you use it, and it's done. But face down, it just keeps going and +2. Ah, till the next turn. Well, I mean, the opponent's not really going to like it. The +2 till the next turn, so yeah, I don't know. And there's no cost to get it back on the field. It's just oh, they sent it to the underworld. I'm going to put it back. Don't have to use any spirits or anything to get it back on the field. That one I think is a little that could be annoying. It really could be annoying. It's like your opponent has to waste a effect to get it off the field, but then you get to put it back on. But you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to pay anything. I don't know. This one seems a little one-sided to your favor over your opponent. Because if you had to use a thunder, like expend the thunder to get it back on the field, it would be a little bit less likely to be used. But since you can literally just keep, recycling it back onto the field face down, and your Celestial gets +2 for every time it happens. So if your opponent had, I mean, like, if a I mean, obviously, an advanced opponent wouldn't do this, but say like another opponent, like just a beginner intermediate, knocks it off the field the 2 times in the same turn. Does your Thunder Elestrals then get +2 twice, or is it just first time? Because it doesn't say anywhere that you only can do this once per turn. It definitely clearly looks like if it somehow gets sent to the underworld face down more than once in a turn, which is very unlikely to happen. But if it was to do that, your Elestrals get +4 instead of like +2, like +4 plus like 2 for every time. Wording on this seems little wonky. This one definitely feels like they needed to do a little bit better on the effect over that. We got Dreamlock. Okay. All right, we have Dreamlock. Oh, no, not want this. Stop running. This Dreamlock can only be played when an opponent casts an Elestral. Nexus Luna. If you do, negate its effect of on the chain and suppress it until the controller's next turn. Ooh. Okay. So your opponent, it pretty much becomes a dense fog. Like it shows on there. This basically becomes a dense fog for your opponent. They can't. It can still attack though. The effect, like I don't know. This one, yeah, this one definitely is going to be good for those Elestrals. Like if someone gets Chronodial on the field, like base set Chrono, like base for Chronodial, you get that on the field. You can negate their effect, so your opponent, so you can take the Chronodial down, and it can't use all its it can't use its effects to keep it on the field. Yeah, I don't know. I love the fact that it's an Ash Rabbit. An Ash Rabbit is just sitting there. Ash Rabbit, not Ash Rabbit. Ash Rabbit is just sitting there falling asleep. That's kind of adorable. That it's kind of just sleeping there. And you get a couple things here like a Void, the Escape from Tartarus. That's going to be a great move for it. We got Catabias. We're going with a lot of ruins here. We haven't seen any Elestrals yet. Like we have seen, okay, we've seen a few, but we've seen a lot more ruins. Target up to 3 Elestrals or ruins in your single underworld and put them in the bottom of your deck. If 3 cards were put back, then this way draw a card. Up to 3. So you got to put up to 3 because if you say you have target 3 and you don't put up to, if you don't have 3, like if someone plays this first turn, if you play this first turn, you're not going to be able to do anything. But if you do this like up to 3, so if you get 3, you get a draw card. I mean, this is a okay late game one. This could be one of those ones where it's like you get that draw the card that you want, and you just get the exact card that you need. This would be great with a foretell deck. This would definitely be great with a foretell deck that you foretold what's on your cards. You put them that way, then you get those 3 back, and then you get the card. Like, especially if you have foretell 4, you know what you have, you know what's on the top of your deck. You play this, you put 3 back on the bottom of your deck, and you get the card that you want. I think this would be great combo with any type of foretelling that doesn't send anything to the underworld. Okay, that's an interesting name, an interesting card. Wow, this is going target an Celestial and give it +2 plus attack +2 for the next turn. When this card is sent underworld, you can target another counter ruin in your underworld. Shuffle that card into your deck. If you do, return this card to your hand as shuffled. If the shuffle rune was Shield of Achilles. What? This card's gonna have absolutely no when they ban Shield of Achilles, because it's going to happen eventually. This card's gonna have like half of its effects not gonna matter. They definitely did not future proof this card at all. Because when Shield of Achilles eventually gets banned, and trust me, it's banned eventually. This card just, oh my goodness, it doesn't have this is interesting. So you get +2 on an Celestial. I think that's plus. Yeah. When you discard this card. So basically, no matter what happens, if it gets sent to the underworld, and so basically after you use it, you get to do the second half of its effect. You can target a counter move and shuffle that card into your deck. It doesn't say put it at the bottom; it says shuffle it in there. So this is a shuffle card, which is good to have. Those are always nice to have. Different ways to be able to shuffle cards, like shuffle your deck, especially if you're having a bad hand, like you're having a bad draw. I've had that multiple times where from start to like halfway through the game, unless I can start shuffling, I'm just getting bad draw after bad draw. These ones are fun to have. You can draw a card if it's Shield of Achilles, which, I mean, obviously, if you're having a bad draw and you somehow got a counter ruin into your underworld, you want to play this just to be able to shuffle it and maybe get a reset on your deck. If it's Shield of Achilles, you get the draw card too, which that's cool. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. No, it's really surprised they have an Omni Ruin because they've definitely been looking to ban more of the Omni Ruin over time. Okay, we already saw him, Nahara. We finally get to see Hera's special artifact. The Scepter of Hera. There can only be one face-up Scepter of Hera on your field. Oh, wow. Your Champion of Hera gets +2/+2 when you activate your Hera's. When you activate your Hera active effect, you can return Thunder from your Hera to your Spirit deck. Okay, so you can't just abuse this and have like one Hera on the field and then three of these. You have one at a time. I mean, get +2/+2. You're champions of Hera, not just champion of Hera. You're champions of Hera. So if you have apparently, so if you have so so obviously you don't want to use this on anyone but a champion of Hera. Then I don't know if that works. Like how else that works. It says you're champions of Hera. So if you have like three champions of Hera, does all of them get that? I don't know. And you can return a spirit from your Hera to your spirit deck. Why would I want to do that? Obviously, if you're late in the game and you're running low on spirits, you would do that. I guess is the only thing I get you would do that for. I don't know. This one's a little I don't know about that. Good design though. I do like the design of the staff, the scepter. I think that looks pretty good. More Hera, more Hera. What do we got here? Family of Hera. Interesting. Enchant up to 2 thunder from your underworld to your champion of Hera or your ruin bow. Then you may return thunder from your spirit the field to your spirit deck. Okay. I mean, obviously, this would be a great way to heal Hera. Obviously, if you're looking to get some kind of like cost to a 3 cost on one turn, this would be a perfect thing to do. Like, say you have a 1 cost on the field, that's a defensive Elestral. It has one. You have a 3 cost. Like, say you have Imperial in your hand, but you don't have any other way. You don't have a full way to get it onto the field. You can go, oh, okay, well, I'll put these 2 on this Elestral, and then I'm going to ascend into Imperial, whether it's Hera's or not. Yeah, I can see a lot of benefits for this one. Up to 2. You can chant up to 2. If you only need one. Or if you want more effects on Hera, you can disenchant from her, and then all that. So yeah, this one's a very good card. Hera support for sure. Can we get Racer Rage now? Oh, look at the dude. He looking good. 5/7. Ooh, he's 5/7. You can return Thunder from your field to your spirit deck in order to foretell 4 and choose up to 2 Thunder Frost cards foretold this way, and add it to your hand and send the other to your underworld. What? Add one. Okay, add one to your hand and one to the underworld. Oh, I can see why they got rid of a couple. This, yep, yep, yeah. Yeah, I already see what we're doing here. Not a fan of it, but I like the design though. He looks so good. He looks like he's gonna cause looks like he's gonna cause trouble to the pantheons all around him. He looks pretty awesome. Big Racer Ridge fan over here. Big Racer Ridge fan. Got here. Magnaros, Champion of Hera. Didn't Magnaros get one for Aphrodite too? I believe so. This Magnaros can see special cast from your hand with Thunder if you have returned one Spirit Champion of Hera. That is not Magnaros from your field to your hand and all its enchanted spirits to the Spirit deck. You can Nexus up to 2 Thunder. Okay, that's a lot. So basically, if you took a champion of Hestia, I keep saying Hestia because it's Hera, Hestia, they start with HE, and then the rest is like whatever. Interesting. So if you somehow get a champion of Hera back to your hand, and all its spirits go back to your spirit deck, then you can special cast this from your hand with Thunder, and you can Nexus up to 2 different things, obviously. So it's on the field. You can use. So once it's on the field, it becomes a Nexus Celestial. That's cool. That is pretty cool. I gotta say, I'm pretty sure Magnaros already had one for Aphrodite. I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure. Ashrabbit, Champion of Hera. Ashrabbit finally gets a champion. He looks so happy that he's finally getting the champion variant. When this Astral receives one or more thunder, you can enchant thunder from your underworld to your rune row, where you return one or more from thunder from your field to your spirit deck. You can swap each Celestial attack with this defense until the next turn. So you could actually, if you get, return spirits to your spirit deck, you can actually have an attacking Ashtrabbit. How about that? He seriously looks so happy. Like the artwork is so cool because he's so happy that he's finally, after all these months, after all this time, seeing all of his other buddies getting champion versions, champion variants, finally gets to join the champions by being a champion of Hera. Regular Ash Rabbit's still always going to be one of the best cards in the game, but now that it's got a champion form, yeah, it still has the when this Ash Rabbit receives one or more enchantment. That didn't go away. It's just everything else after that. From your underworld to your rune row. So basically back to Hestia, back to Hera. I keep doing that. When you return one or more from your field to the field row, you can swap your. That's interesting. So yeah, you can definitely make this a fighting. Actually, like, you know what? Let me swap the attack, knock your Elestral out, and go from there. that's. I don't know if anyone's actually going to be taking Astrabbit Champion of Hera and doing any attacking with it. Come on. It's still a 5-2. Oh, we finally get to see Symmetric. Finally get to see Symmetric Champion of Hera. When an opponent casts an Elestral, you can disenchant Thunder from your field in order to target an Elestral and daze it until the next turn. When you return one or more Thunder from your field to the spirit deck, you can target and destroy face down ruin. 5/7, so it's not getting off the field at all very easily. If you get this thing on the field, it's going to be, especially if your opponent's unable to get a 2-cost itself on the field, it's going to definitely be hard to get off the field unless you use Earthquake, resting on your laurels, or some other way to remove an Elestral. Your opponent casts an Elestral, you can disenchant Thunder from your field in order to target an Elestral and daze it. I mean, getting rid of face down, getting rid of back row, it's always nice to have extra ways to get rid of back row. One of the biggest things about it is if your opponent loads up on back row, especially since Hurricane's gone now, Hurricane's just, it's in the bin, where it should have been from the start. Getting ways to destroy back row is always a plus. So basically, you return one or more spirit from your field to the spirit deck, and you get to destroy a face down ruin. Boom! Thunder looking pretty good. The Hera strategy definitely looks pretty good. I miss plucking. Oh, Quackle. Yeah, I didn't see the Quackle either. Look at Quackle. He looks so happy too. Aww. This card is when you cast this Quackle, Hera out to your hand, you can -2 into Quackle last week or the week before that. He looks so cute and adorable too, and she's just sitting there caring for it like she's a adopted mother. Got here. Oh, Aurora Boris. Okay. It's a lizard. It looks like it has a crescent moon and a sun thing. That's when you cast this Aurora Boris, target an opponent's face down card, return an enchanting spirit to the spirit deck. Face up card. Oh, face up card. I'm sorry. And this card to effect, you can put it on top of your deck. Okay, that's very wordy. So you can get rid of a stadium this way. So like if anyone's got that stadium, those stadiums that. So basically, it comes down to like if someone's trying to do the Bears Den and they have like a couple, like 3 spirits on that Bears Den, trying to get that Bears Den up, you can say nope, that's going back to your hand. Spirits go back to your spirit deck. You're screwed there. I believe the same thing is for the Ares arena, that battle arena one that coming out in SunStrike. If they got some spirits on there and you go nope, that's going back to your hand, stuff like that. You can send a this is a way to get a it says face up card on the field. This is a way to get rid of the and remove their divine for a turn. Obviously I wish it would be you could destroy a face-up card instead of returning the chanting spirits back to the spirit deck instead of it just it's so close. It's so close. So you can put this back on your top of your deck if it gets destroyed by, like, say, Poison Tipped Arrow or Earthquake or resting on your laurels. Because obviously if you have two like a 2 cost and a 1 cost on resting, will take this one out. It goes back to the top of your deck. But man, if it was you can target a face-up card and destroy it, this would be an awesome card to go against somebody who has a divine and they rely so heavily on the divine. You play this, divine's gone into the underworld. This would be great. That would be great for this. Since it's going back to their hand and the spirits are going back to the spirit deck, it's like, okay, you took it away from a turn, I'm just gonna put it back down next turn. Doesn't see that, like, obviously the biggest thing that I could see is, like I said, if someone's trying to do the Bears Den, the Bears deck with the Bears Den, you stop the Bears Den play. Same thing with the one for Ares, the Ares Coliseum. Same thing. Other than that, I just see no reason for this. It's a cool looking lizard, but I'm sorry, that's definitely not a good card. Oh my god, who the flip is this? Zippersum? This Zippersum gets +1 for each face down rune on the field. When a Zipper Possum destroys an Elemental in battle, you can special send it into Electro Possum. Oh, it's the dark type possum thing from your hand or deck. We haven't seen too many hand or decks lately. It's always been something else, but he looks so cool. Oh my god. Oh, that's high voltage. You're not gonna get to see the Electro Possum. No, doesn't look like it. No, we have to wait. We have to wait. It looks like. Oh no, here it is. Here he is. Electro Possum. Yeah, he's that dark type possum, which I think I have the Stellar thing is right here. Not in here. Oh yeah, Ectopossum. He's the nexus of Ectopossum. Oh god, he looks so cool too. When this Electopossum receives one or more thunder, you can send a face up or face down thunder rune on your field to the underworld in order to target and destroy a card. Okay. It says face up, face down on the field. So basically, if you, I can see this being a good one, especially if like Ectopossum has like there's one or more, but it's got 2. So how does that work? Can I do that? Like no, it's only 1. But he looks cool. I do think that these guys look so cool, especially Electropossum. 6'2", 3'1". Not big fan on the 2 stats of 3'1" stats, but yeah, Zippopossum definitely has a benefit, like especially if you got loaded up back rows, because instead of it being a 1 cost, say both you and your opponent have 4 back row, kind of like build up back rows. You're gonna be +8, +8. It says on the field. It doesn't say your side of the field. It says on the field. So if you and your opponent have back rows completely filled up, face down, nothing up, this thing's gonna go to +8. So it's gonna be a 11. Obviously, your opponent's probably going to use like something and knock it down to 10, but still, that's a nice beefy number. Yeah. So, like, it's 3-1. Yeah, you got 4 on your side, I got 4 on my side. Back, no, you're not going to use anything. Okay, it's an 11-1. This thing goes from not being able to destroy many things to be able to destroy pretty much anything on the field outside of a few 3 costs. Let's just be honest with that. And honestly, I don't know if you want to go up to Electropossum. But yeah, so I think that's the last 2 cards right there for today. We are getting a lot of good looking cards, and SunStrike is looking great. Saw a lot of cards today. Let me just right here. Belly Ball. Oh, Bellamy. That's a champion of Festus. Oh, we got another one coming on the second. When you cast this Bellamy, you can search your deck for a Reforge. I mean, Reforge is great. You can get it in your hand. If not, you can't. But yeah. Let me know what you think about the cards we've seen today. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video, and I will see you guys on the second. Until then, my name is Bronze, and I'll see you guys later.